Sorry about that. I am about 4 different places right now and being on here, so bear with me. Um, the game engine should be done sometime in December. From December to, I would say, if I get the coding right and all that, I should be done with it all in, well, in the game engine itself, putting the games in alpha stage at March, April timeframe of next year. Give me enough time to code the engine. It may be earlier, it may be later, but that's where we're sitting right now on that. There is concept art being posted slowly as it is done. I've got to talk to the graphical artist and the composer slash musician that I had lined up, see if they're still going to help me. I am looking on Reddit classifieds or game development classifieds, and also on other sites for paid people if need be, so I know how much to allocate for sound and stuff like that, and a Kickstarter if I decide to do that. Really wish I had questions right now because I'm trying to think of everything. Kickstarter possibility for music and graphical. The game will be 2D. I will say that. It allows me to put more game data into the games. This first, however many games in this first series will only be 150 years each game. So that's kind of where we're sitting on that. And trust me, in 150 years, there's quite a bit of stuff that happened in the Stone Age. For instance, there's 4 major types of Homo species or human species, and one goes extinct around the end of the very first game. Those that are playing the role-playing game on the forum will find out about that species before everyone else, because that's how they will play. I have assigned the species for them. I will wait until the end of this broadcast. I guess what I can do right now. Here is some of the tools that will be used. You should probably show this screen instead, because that first screen is the basic. And then we'll go to this. And then we'll go to Neolithic Age. And each weapon, as you can see, land unit or weapon is there. Civilian. Usage. I haven't done it all yet, but I'm right now doing all the information. Gotta go get the rest of what is in the Neolithic and Mesolithic era, and then go to Neolithic era on that. Politically, I have someone assisting me. As you can see, his nickname's Guest Honor on here. And this is what he's helping me with on that. So that is that. I'll show you. There's enough information on trees right now to make a fairly decent game. I'll go into minerals and such as that too, as extensively as I have trees. So I have the history and stuff like that. The developer diary is here. This is my official place for them. Here is the Reddit page. An example of the books that I am looking for. These two are what I'm probably going to get here soon. And this also. And maybe this one. I have not figured out. Maybe this one. I like hardcovers better than I do anything else. As you can see, the creator of C++ has his own book series. But I'm looking into doing all that and possibly using OpenGL or another system. And then I have this that will help me go from text-based gaming to real-time games with graphics. So I'm doing online and also using books. I would also say that I do go to gamedev.net and for instance, I go to the contractors a lot and see who does graphical, who does music. So I'm going through trying to find, how much is necessary for the Kickstarter, like I said. I'm not only going to here, but also on Reddit. I've got to find it. I'm going to go to game dev. Of course, that messes up on me. I go to here. I also go to here for looking to see what's out there to help. I mean, I can get the game logo and designer. Right now, I don't have the money to pay anyone, but that's why I would do a Kickstarter. Here is the form. As you can see, I only got 31 members and there's only like 20 guests. This is what I see as admin. A lot of you will not be seeing this research area section because that is going to be hidden from you. Right here, there's where moderators and developers can do blogs. Here's the RP. Let's go to this. As you can see, I've already assigned the first species that will be in the game. I will tell you that these two people will be changing closer to the end of it. 20 months from the start date is when it should last. It's only going from 7,500 or 75,000 or 750,000 to 600,000 BC in RP. Not anyone's looked. Here's the introduction. So we get to go from this. I've changed it from the beginning of the Ice Age to in the middle, but there was still ice in the Paleolithic era. So we're going to have to, I know I've changed all this, but this was originally what the role-playing game was going to be. But as you can see, if you research these, they didn't come around until much later. So I'm going to have to do a new intro and do a different role-playing game for that one. I apologize to the role players. I didn't mean for that to happen. Trying to think here. Here is the, as you can see, it says get more donations. It says really want to help, but it says I've got to find honestly, this is not for the money. It is just to see who actually does support me in this endeavor. That is in the description. It says that I do not want money, I just want support. And that's how you like this page, and that shows me that you're interested in helping. As you can see, there's many updates that I've done on here. Looking, and as you can see, I'll like that, tell him I liked it. I don't know why I haven't yet. For those of you, if you're on here and did not see, I am here too. I was in Crete doing work. I don't have a Facebook open right now, but I have concept art there, and it's not just mine. I don't know what's up with my internet. I'll do this real quick. I'm going to have to reload the page. Go to here. Where you can go is here. And go to the album. You have Where I Was in Crete. As you can see, there's quite a bit of photos that we're going to be using possibly from there. There's my hand drawing and MS Paint. There's the research information. And then here's the concept art that was done by Katrina. So I mean, it don't look like much, but she's doing it for 2 different games right now. But I mean, that possibly is going to be one of the rudimentary technologies during the first game or later that you will be able to do. Same thing here. I'm going to try and make it. I didn't rotate that, sorry. I'm going to try and make each game more active and more interactive as you go. Form, as I said, with this, there's quite a bit of stuff going on. There are signups still for the role-playing game, as I have not started it. As you can see. There's quite a bit. I'm doing that as soon as I get the technology figured out. I'll post what technologies people can post or say they want. No single, for the starting technologies, no single group is going to be able to have the same technology. They're all going to have different ones in order to vary gameplay a bit. As I say here, there's video developer diaries that could be started. There's little simple form games. I did a very rudimentary game. This is, I believe, only viewable by the members, but it is very, very basic. And it's mostly about the information that I've thrown out there about the games already, or at that time. I may do another one. This is members, if I remember right. There's the general board and questions and stuff like that. As you can see, there's also a chat box down here. And up on top, like I said, non-members won't have as many. This is the news feed on the forum. So, and then my home page is this. So it's kind of going through everything and saying this is that, this is that. And then, as you can see, Song King answered here with different weapons that were in a different game. So, going through. In due time, each one of these will be in the game themselves. So, that is the form. This is the Reddit. This is the Facebook page. And this is probably where I will be doing any more of the Q&As, and also have them where they're recorded for YouTube use too. And this is the rally page, where all I'm looking for is supporters. And as you can see, that cost is very low with what I'm planning on asking for and everything else. So keep in mind that cost right there is very, very low for what I will actually need to have someone help me make sounds and graphics and stuff like that. Figure maybe 10 times that. That's only what I wanted for books. And as you saw, I'm trying to get books that are reasonably priced, that are right for the game, and games themselves. So with that said, I mean, I'm looking at the highest $90 or $100 for a book. So, and a lot of these are under 20. So I'm sitting trying to figure out how to do that. I probably will delete this one because I won't be using Unity or C#. And I'll go through and see which ones are C++, because that's what the entire game engine is going to be coded in. So do you have any questions for me or anything else? I guess I should go to, where is it? I'm trying to find, where is the concept? All right. All right, here we go. This is the Steam Greenlight page. As you can see, I probably have to update this, but this is more for the series itself. I am active on it. Right now, I'm 74th, 3,938 games. There's only been 3,316 people in 640 days. There's 757 yes votes. There's 157 followers. The last person to visit was on March the 4th, early in the morning, it looks like. So I've got 85 announcements, 114 comments, and 29 discussions on that. And then on other series that I have, I'm just going to copy URL and paste and go. I'm going to be updating this picture as soon as my concept artist gets that one boat photo completely done. And I will tell you that this is my very optimistic outlook. I only see 1, 3, maybe 4 and 7 done, maybe 10, and that's about it. So that is my very, I mean, cell phone games are going to be a lot more complicated than I thought. I thought I could code them in C++, but they're Java mostly. And there are discussions here to help. It's just speculation right now on what this will be. So, with that said, that is that. Those of you on YouTube and on the Hangout right now got to view the images here that are more for the games and economy and stuff like that. So this is kind of the basic stuff. Not really the basics, but technological basic. And as you can see, I'm doing research and having people help me with it. So, do you have any questions? I probably should go. Just not how I'm going to do it. The next one, I hope to be able to show you possibly some very basic coding of the engine. I'm hoping to have the bugs and be able to show you that I can make the screen respond to what I need it to. This didn't go as well as I thought it would have. Even the one last night didn't go very well. That's why I tried to look for somewhere that guests could post without having issues, but I was thinking Twitch would allow me to do it, but they didn't help me do anything. Other than figure out when the game's in alpha stage, I can show off some alpha screenshots possibly for on there in some gameplay. So, kind of one of those things I push forward the RP because I thought it would make it easier on the players. And if I can, if the technologies are staggered like I think they are, I can make it where there's different things that can be discovered and created and stuff like that each game, since they're only going to be 150 years. So, and I figured that'll be done either day by day or week by week. So each thing that happens is going to be very slow technologically. but you're going to have different things popping up saying discovery of water, clean water, discovery of hunting ground of X animal, discovery of cave that has this or that, or discovery of weird object and stuff like that. So some of them are going to be entirely negative. If you do the wrong decisions, because there will be decisions that you have to make, because you are going to be able to export game to game. But other than that, you're kind of sitting there trying to figure out what you're going to do with your people. Are you going to explore? Are you going to stay within your common zone? Are you going to do anything like that? So it's kind of one of those, are you going to do what you think your people will do or have done? So everything's going to be determined by the player, essentially, on what happens, not in events that happen and stuff like that. But there's going to be predators because you are a weak type of human that will want to eat you or eat your babies or stuff like that. So you gotta be able to say, oh, hey, you're essentially going to be a leader of a tribe. So are you going to investigate where you are entirely? Or are you going to say, oh, I just want a little knowledge and I want to find water if you're in the desert or anything like that? So, yep, quite a bit of dead air on this one. I probably won't be doing another one until the form reaches around 300, 500 people. So that'll be the next time that I do another one of these, will be when the forum has reached around 500 people, and there will be questions that have been asked on the forum that I'll answer to. So I figure that'll help with that. Not so much dead air. Where I had to cut a 3-hour Q&A down to possibly 50 minutes to an hour or less. So I kind of just bear with me. I'm seeing the viewers going up and down, so there's people clicking on the feed saying, oh, hey, there's something live, but they're not liking either the look of me or what they're seeing. I will show you though in this video if it'll allow me to. Is go. You can click that button and then you click either yay or nay, or if it'll allow me to, I'll mute that so you don't have to hear me. You click on this Q&A button and it'll allow you to ask a question. As you can see, there's a little bit of lag on YouTube, but you can ask questions. And you can close that. You can open it, do questions. So, yeah. Anyhow, that is that. As you can see, this is the YouTube page. So far, according to, it also says that it's live. So, with that, you can, I mean, I can look at the stats right now, possibly. I had to reload. It says that they're not available yet. Someone did like it, but there are no comments or anything like that right now. So we'll go back there. This right here would probably be the best thing for you guys to get on to do the developer questions and stuff like that, because it's a lot easier to get onto. All you have to do is either sign up or sign into your Facebook account, and you can ask me and chat with me through text and ask questions either by video or by text. And I mean, I can possibly even make someone a host where they can ask me a bunch of questions and I'll answer them. I mean, I don't mind answering questions. I just don't know what you guys want to know. I will not release um, code, though. I will say that. But other than that, other questions are great. I mean, what are you working on? Right now, I'm working on getting books for creating the game engine and working on a role-playing game on the phone. Okay. How how do how do I expect to do the game engine? I don't know yet. I'll be honest. I though am looking into different ways of making the game, including OpenGL, because it will be 2D. What language am I coding in? I'm coding only in C++ at this time. I have not seen any way to get around that. I will tell you that mod in the license agreement, you will not be able to modify the source code or anything like that, and you will not be able to mod the games. I know doing modifying of the games is the new fad with game developers and especially small ones. But that is something I know is going to be controversial. I don't mind that. I figure that's what download content's for, that's what expansion packs are for, that's what patches are for. So, yes, patches mainly will be bug fixes, but possibly even stuff that enough people have voted on to be able to be added, unless it's like a big major code change, and then we'll do, or I'll do a download content or an expansion depending how much is being asked for. I know that's controversial. I know people are going to hate me because of it, but honestly, it's going to be in the EULA, end user license agreement. So it's kind of one of those things where you're either going to like me or you're going to hate me. And I don't mind if you hate me, and I don't mind if you like me. And I'll tell you that right now. I have no problems or qualms. That being said, I expect a lot of hate comments and stuff like that because of what I've said. I am looking into people to help with graphics and music and sound design currently. Trying to find the price on that. So maybe when I get the game engine and I can show the game without sound or basic sounds, unless someone has a better option, I can I can pay someone to make those. I already have someone that I was working with, but I don't think they'll be able to do anything for this first game of mine. Or actually, the composer won't be able to do anything. The composer, musician, sound designer, and the graphical artist won't be able to do anything because they're a couple. And we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to think here. I figure at the end of the month, if I have enough money left over from being overseas and stuff like that, I'm going to be getting those books. I'm hoping I do have enough money. So, as you saw, I'll show it again. That right there is nowhere close to what I need. I'm not even asking for money. I mean, quite honestly, I'm not asking for money. All I'm asking for is that you like the project, so I know who does support me doing this. As you can see, that is a very low amount for anything I want to do. Graphics or graphic design is probably going to cost 4 times that. Sound design, music, and all that's going to probably cost around 10 times that. And then getting the books themselves that I have a list for may cost that. May. And that's originally what that was for, was to help get equipment, graphics, compilers, stuff like that. So anyhow, onto YouTube. All right, close that. But there is a way that you can send me a question on the Hangout if you want to. I'm hoping that the videos show up here on the blog. I mean, not many people are viewing this, so I can't say it's too bad. So kind of just sit here waiting for a question or something to pop in my head. Think I may be done for this broadcast. If I don't get any questions, I'll just cut it down to the past 50 minutes or so. I may even stop the broadcast at 1:45 instead of going until 3 o'clock. Save me on bandwidth and money that way too, so I can get the books. As you see, I edited the other one. Like I said, I'll probably be using this more exclusively, but it will be recorded for YouTube through Google Hangout, so people can view on YouTube also. Well, thank you to the one viewer that's been watching while there's been dead air. Like I said, the next one of these will probably be done when there's 150 people on the forum, or 500 people, depending on how many questions I get asked for the next one. And thank you. I appreciate the patience. I will be editing most of the dead air out of this, so if you view it before that dead air is out, I apologize. I will be taking all that out and posting it as a separate video, more edited video. I will be cutting to the last. I'll be cutting sections, and I'll maybe add up to maybe 50-40 minutes. So we'll see. I'll talk to you guys later, and have fun. Be sure to check out the forum. I will be posting a place for questions for Hangouts and stuff like that. I will also be posting a new blog entry later. I'll be doing the rally page update, stuff like that. But as you can see, no one's commented and no one's shown up, so I just don't see really any interest right now. Oh, sorry about that. Guess that's what happens when I close that window. Anyways, you have fun, and I shall end this broadcast and end the event on Vocal. And next time, this probably be the platform to best get me on. I appreciate you viewing. I appreciate you going, if you view it before the dead air is gone, going through all the dead air. I appreciate the interest that you have shown to view this, and I hope that you will not view me differently, because I am trying to learn how to do these more effectively instead of just doing a Q&A and then later asking questions, or a developer diary and then having this and that. I'm trying to learn more, so bear with me as I do so. So once again, thank you for viewing, and Vocal should keep a log of this also. You'll see me mostly, or all me, unlike the YouTube video. I possibly will figure out how to add the YouTube link so you can view it on Vocal, so you can see the stuff that I was talking about. Except for Vocal will have this full thing. Once again, thank you for viewing, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whenever you view it. And please do leave a comment.